Foreign TikTok influencer Gabby Fé has apologized for the offense caused in a now viral video where she confessed that she defecated on a grave during the carnival festivities. In her apology video, she explained that she did not relieve herself on her grave, but she relieved herself in a bushy area near the wall of the cemetery. She sincerely apologized for those who were offended by her story and hopes that her story will help other foreigners during the carnival season. Well, I saw the original video, and what I thought was weird is the fact that someone would come on a public platform like TikTok and admit that they went into a cemetery and defecated near a grave. That is truly weird to me. Not every story is meant to be told. Be careful with the digital footprint, guys. Peace.
So I made a video yesterday talking about my first time as a masquerader in Trinidad Carnival, and I want to clarify some things. I've seen the posts, I've seen the comments. I know you guys are like, what the? So let me explain something. First of all, I never desecrated, disrespected, or did number two on anyone's personal gravesite, burial site with the tombstone, all of that. That did not happen. I should have been more clear in my other video. I was not giving context or details of what was going on. So I'm here to do that today. Before I left my house, I went to the bathroom. Then I had to be at mass camp at 7 a.m. Got there, ate doubles, maybe not the best choice, but I had to go number two by 10 a.m. I'm ready for the road. I got my drink in hand. We're going down. I'm like feeling good. Then I was looking for the washroom trucks that they have in the van. So I go, and the stall that I personally went in was full to like almost touching the seat of other people's waist, and I didn't want to squat over it because I felt like if I squat over it, I was like, oh my gosh, I might touch someone else's stuff. So I'm like, you know what, it's still early, I can hold it, let me just go back on the road and then hopefully find a restaurant or a business or somewhere that I can use the restroom. So I'm in the crowd, having a good time, listening to music, whining, dancing. This is my first time out here, and so I'm holding this in from quite morning time. And I get to a point where I have lost track of time and I forget that I have to go. And I had a full breakfast, then we had a full lunch, and I didn't stop to think, it's been a few hours. I've been holding this in all day. This is getting dire. I do need to find a restroom. Obviously, I would make different choices next time, but I'm new here, guys. Like, I just got here. This is my very first time doing an experience like that, playing mass in full costume in the carnival. I was by myself in the middle of Port of Spain. I was not with any friends, anyone to help or guide me. I was not with anyone that could steer me in the right direction and kind of like take care of me and help me out. I'm figuring this out on my own as a first-time masquerader in a new country by myself. I wouldn't wish this experience on anybody, and I hope that other people wouldn't find themselves in an emergency situation like I did, but this is just my truth and this is what happened. So it's nearing 6 p.m. and I have been holding it in the whole entire day. Before I could really think about it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, my stomach is rumbling, like I've gotta go. So I start looking around, okay, where are the washroom trucks? I'm in the front of the band, the washroom trucks are at the very ends, like, so it's like super far away at that moment. And also I'm looking for like stores, restaurants, anywhere on that street. I'm surrounded by thousands of masqueraders and I'm not seeing any businesses. Then I look around and see a bunch of masqueraders going into a graveyard, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe there's a bathroom there. I see a whole set of them. So I follow them in. Initially, that's what I thought, there's a bathroom there. I follow them in and I realize there is no bathroom. Everyone is just squatting around the sides, like where the wall is, like where there's like little bush and trees around there, squatting there to do their business. I'm like, dang, like I don't want to do this. I'm in an emergency situation. I'm literally about to poop my costume and poop my pants. Like I gotta do something. So also when you go into this graveyard, you have to walk down, and in the back, in the middle is where all the people are laid to rest. All the tombstones, all the people laid to rest. We were nowhere near that area. I did not walk on anybody's grave. There's like little bushes and a little wall at the very edge on the outside that people were squatting down to do their business. So no graves were disturbed or touched. Nobody was walking on people's personal burial sites. Obviously, we're in a similar situation to me. So they're in there doing their business, and I'm like, I gotta go, like immediately right now. So I found like a little wall with like a little shrub of grass bush area, and then I squatted to do my business. I wouldn't wish this on anyone else, and my purpose and intention in sharing that story yesterday was to hopefully help future masqueraders who are coming down for the first time for Trinidad Carnival to understand and better prepare what situations you might find yourself in. I never thought I would find myself in an emergency situation like that. Typically, I'm able to hold my stool, I'm able to hold it in, but at that moment, like I said, after holding for the whole day and then I'm dancing, I'm whining, I'm on the road, it's very difficult. And I sincerely apologize to anyone that I offended with that story, and anyone how I offended. I promise you, your graves are safe. I did not do anything to disturb them. I would never do that, and I sincerely apologize that I offended you, and I do take accountability for the situation that I was in. I'm hoping that this story would help others when they are here for Carnival, maybe not have a full breakfast and a full lunch, maybe fast for the day, maybe only have snacks, maybe not alcohol if your stomach can't handle it. Another thing I wanted to address is the sanitation and the sanitariness of the situation. I always carry in my bag antibacterial wipes, baby wipes, and a whole bottle of sanitizer. I was able to properly clean myself and properly clean my hands, so there was no issue with that. Afterwards, I was completely clean of anything to do with that, and I was able to make sure that I was on the road very sanitized and very hygienic and clean. Just want to put that out there. I also found a standpipe to wash off and make sure that we were clean. Again, I apologize if I offended you. That's never my intention. My intention is only to help people and to make the world a better place.
President Trump says that he would impose tariffs of 25% on any nation that purchases oil from Venezuela. President Trump says that Venezuela has purposefully sent criminals and violent gang members to the United States. Venezuela was the top supplier of US oil last year, totaling to $5.6 billion. How will this news affect Trinidad and Tobago and the deals with Venezuela that Trinidad and Tobago are a part of? You're gonna let me know. Housing Minister Adrian Leons has denied any corrupt practices or gang affiliations following claims by an opposition member, linking him to a Sunday Express article. The Sunday Express highlighted a business arrangement between a gang leader in the UK and a senior government official. This business arrangement was said to contain money laundering and gun and drug smuggling. The housing minister defended his integrity on a post on social media and is seeking legal advice. Is the mainstream media subtly towing political lines, or is this an election gimmick? If this was an investigative piece by the Express, I expect them to release more information to tell the citizens of this country if their newly minted Minister of Housing is linked to corrupt practices and gang affiliation. Other than that, we have finger pointing, and the citizens of this country need more than that. We need definitive answers. Could just imagine, if we have a gang-affiliated Minister of Housing and MP, doesn't the citizens of this country deserve to know that? Or you go let me know.
Doubles and Coffee Emergency Edition. Now, Express newspaper headline: Secret deals and dirty money. Trinidad and Tobago government, PNM government official tied to UK gangsters' illicit empire. Express article. Now I don't want you to go and buy no Express, no Guardian, no Newsday, because them is PNM and fire burn them. But I bought this to read to you all something. Government official, UK gangster in secret deal. A clandestine business arrangement between a gangster from the United Kingdom and a senior Trinidad and Tobago government official, allegedly linked to money laundering, arms trafficking, and drug smuggling, is now being closely monitored by local and foreign law enforcement officials. Extensive involvement in the illegal firearms trade. Trinidad and Tobago, firearms, blood in the streets, 622 murders in 2023, 605 murders in 2024, state of emergency and 80 murders, guns running all over, illegal arms trade. A startling discovery was made, says this Express report by Mark Bassant. A startling discovery was made. A high-ranking Trinidad and Tobago government official was identified as one of two directors of a company formed in September 15, 2023. The shareholding in this particular company was equally held by the government official and the gangster, the document indicated. 10 months later, on July 17, 2024, the high-ranking government official ceased to be a person with considerable control, while also terminating his appointment as director of the corporation, according to the documents received by CCN. The government official's date of birth was recorded as part of the company's information and was cross-referenced with his date of birth from other public records available, confirming it was the same person with a somewhat uncommon middle name. The Express article continues. An overseas law enforcement agency had reported the high-ranking government officials' alleged business activities and that several government officials here were aware of the business arrangement. Mr. Adrian Xavier Leons. Is it Xavier? 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 Adrian Leons, Member of Parliament for Laventy East Morvan. The newly minted, now sworn in, Minister of Housing in the PNM government. Adrian Leons, do you know anything about what this article is talking about? Do you know anything whatsoever? Do you have any information? When you had a family emergency recently, did you run to the UK? Why did you have anything to do with this? Is there any truth in this, Adrian Leons? You want to know why? You see the pain in my face? For the last 5 years, I thought, I don't know you personal, but I thought you were intelligent, that you meant well, that you wanted to impact the lives of the young people, especially those in the at-risk communities. Adrian Leons, I have some questions, so you just answer them now. Answer them for your brother, the Douglas. Adrian PNM Leons. Do you know anything about a company called 444 Logistics Limited? Company registered in the UK, company number 151-39862. That was formed with two directors on 15th September 2023 and duly registered in the United Kingdom. Do you have any information about that company? Why did you remove yourself from that company? Because as you could see, and as Vishnu would show you, that's the document there, Adrian Leons. What was this business? Was this business and this company declared on your Integrity in Public Life Act Forms Form A and B, your directorship and shareholding in this company? What business does this company do? Who are the two directors? What business are they known for? And to Stuart Smallpin Young, selected Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, were you a member of the National Security Council when Rowley was Prime Minister? Stuart Smallpin Young? Did you have any knowledge, advanced knowledge of this ongoing investigation into a government official? Stuart Smallpin Young? Any information whatsoever as a member of the National Security Council? When you were sworn in as Prime Minister, did you get any detailed, intense information of a secret nature, especially critical nature, that could involve an investigation into a member of your party and a member of your government? And if you had advanced information, Stuart Smallpin Young, was it responsible? Was it a good decision? Was it clear thought for you to uplift and promote Adrian Xavier Leons to a full-fledged cabinet minister in the government, the PNM government of Trinidad and Tobago, to swear him in as the Minister of Housing after he had no portfolio? And to keep Christopher Rowley, who says on many occasions, no police looking for any of his cabinet ministers or any member of the PNM. Never mind Marlene got locked up while he was there. Never mind Foster had all different kind of brands from special to FIU looking for production orders. Never mind anything. Rowley, were you aware of this investigation? Is that why you did not put back Leon's as an MP? Is that why you never made him a full-fledged minister, Keith Christopher Rowley, as head of the National Security Council? Were you in the dark about this information? Were there no intelligence reports given? And to the rest of the population, this is a sad day for Trinidad and Tobago. Member of Parliament Adrian Leon's Minister of Housing, I wait for you to respond. Do you know anything about what that is talking? Do you have any information on this Express article? Do you have any information about the documents being showed? Did you know anything about 444 Logistics Limited, company number 151398862, that was formed and signed up and duly registered in the UK on 15 September 2023? And why did you remove your name on July 17, 2024? Did you fill out your Integrity in Public Life Act forms and declare these for this year, for those years that you duly had to put and place on the record on your Form A and Form B? Because the Integrity in Public Life Act is very clear. Please explain, Adrian Leons. And as you could see, I take no pleasure in this. I am in shock, as most of you who are listening to this will be in shock. So Adrian Xavier Leons, please just answer the questions. Don't stay quiet. Clear it up for me.